poprzednim odcinku.
Ktokolwiek tutaj chowa swoje oszczędności, będzie niezadowolony, ale ktoś musiał to podjąć, nie? Moi drodzy, kontynuuję naszą przygodę w dziedzictwie Hogwartu, która, mam nadzieję, zadowala was i cieszycie się na myśl o kolejnych odcinkach. Jeżeli tak, dajcie mi znać koniecznie kciukami w górę, bo dzięki temu wiem, że chcecie jak najwięcej tej wspólnej przygody. No i cóż, to ogromne wsparcie dla kanału.
What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
A nic nie kosztuje. Dobra, działamy.
Ah, that's where they're leading me. That glow again.
Działaj. Aktywuj posągi, mówicie. Oj, oj.
Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time.
To jeden. Niechaj wszystkie w moją stronę zrobią stru.
It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
To jak ja tego nie zablokowałem?
Stupefy. Stupefy. Stupefy.
No dobra. Myślałem, że może być inne czary jeszcze, ale nie. Przytrzymaj trójkąt po udarnym rzuceniu protego, by użyć drętwoty, która na krótki czas ogłuszy wrogów. Okej, ale to ja to wiem. O, skaczę X-em, ale fajnie. No dobra, muszę widzieć wszystkich. Dawaj. Bum. Okej. No i to wszyscy. A jeszcze ty? Serio? Uparciuchy, nie? Skubani opuszczają. Znać profesora Figa. To może zróbmy to widząc cokolwiek, co?
Lumos.
Biegusiem! Za profesorkiem. Drzwi do Rivendell? Mellon. Powiedz przyjaciel. A otworzy się przejście. Oj, oj, oj. A cóż to takiego? Czy wokół się nic nie kryje? Nie.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder... Follow my lead.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well.
I wonder if the path we've created
may be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Ciekawe jest to, że Rookwood to jest nazwisko Wiktora Rookwooda, jednego z głównych złych, który z Ranrockiem współpracuje. A druga rzecz, ta druga postać, Percival, czy on nie był jednym z rycerzy Okrągłego Stołu? Nie walczył u boku króla Artura? Jakież to jest piękne. Dziedzictwo Hogwartu. Pięknie. Kurde blaszka. Ale numer. Ojejku. Tak się cieszę, że gramy razem, moi drodzy. Pamiętajcie więc o kciuku w górę, bo to bardzo wspiera kanał, jest totalnie za darmo. Taka kopia, którą można wygrać w pierwszym odcinku. Zachęcam. U mnie na kanale to jednak same fajne rzeczy, co?
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Phineas Nigellus Black. W tej roli Simon Pegg. Świetny w komedii Hot Fuzz.
Phineas Nigellus Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Zaskakująco dużo pustych miejsc, nie?
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Babcia Rona Weasleya. Wicedyrektorką, ale czad! Do twarzy mi, w tiarze przydziału.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Ja nie mogę się doczekać zwiedzania. Chyba, nie? Tak? Jak najbardziej.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
Pomada. Odwaga, lojalność, ambicja, ciekawość. Chyba ciekawość, nie? No.
A desire to learn? I do enjoy a good puzzle, and I believe I have a ready mind.
You're clever indeed. You have the ability to reflect clearly on that which puzzles others. And you've a ready mind, quick to learn. Perhaps you belong in Ravenclaw.
Nie. Nie chcę. Wybierz inny dom. Co ty? Hufflepuff all the way.
And your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening.
Hufflepuff. 100%.
Better be Hufflepuff!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Ale to wyjaśnili, nie?
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
Biedna Tiara Przyciało zostanie tam sama.
It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. Might be a bit of work, but I'm sure that's never stopped you before.
It hasn't, Professor.
Now, here we are at the entrance to the Hufflepuff common room.
This is the entrance.
Indeed. I will explain what to do, but I hesitate to do it myself as one errant knock leads to being doused in vinegar. Most unpleasant. You must tap the barrel, 2 from the bottom, middle of the second row, in the rhythm of Helga Hufflepuff.
2 razy na dole, na środku drugiego rzędu.
Well done. Now go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Przydzielili mi już prycze. I gdzie moje rzeczy? O, myślałem, że poznam kogoś w dormitorium. O kurde, ale bieda. Szkoda. Może jednak. O!
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Wow, witaj w Hogwarcie. Misja rozpoczęta. Znajdź swój spokój wspólny. Jabłuszko. I od razu full HP. A co? Kawusia? Okej. Mniam pycha. Kawa z rana? Obłędna. Kolejne jabłuszko. Jak Booker the Witch w Bioshock Infinite. Wow, jak ładnie. Hufflepuff. Kurde. Ale to musi być super. Ignatia Wildsmith. Okej. Jakaś interakcja? Cokolwiek? A czym ty jesteś? Ciasteczka, okej. Roztyję się i będę bekał całą drogę. Skrzynia domu umieść. Nie bardzo mam co tam umieścić. O Jezu, jak fajnie. Dzień dobry. Witam panią.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Oh, hello. She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
I'm really not worried. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Nevertheless, it is rather unusual. You must feel terribly out of place. Of course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. I'm hard-working too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
Czemu nie? Można zapytać.
Do you really think you should have been in Ravenclaw?
Well, my brothers were. They both work in the ministry now. I suppose you could say that wit runs in the family. My aunt was a Gryffindor, though, and I've always had plenty in common with her. Determination, valor, daring. The old sorting hat was spoiled for choice with me.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Of course. Adieu.
Okej, to mamy ducha. Witaj, duchu. Nie? To podejmę sobie żarełko. Ktoś musi. Kurde, wszystko też żar tutaj. Adelaide i Arturowi jeszcze się przedstawić, okej. Czemu nie? Wilka złapiesz, jak tak będziesz siedzieć. Okej. Dzień dobry.
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
Ojojoj. A obiecaliśmy nie mówić go figowi, więc no.
If you don't mind, I'd prefer to just forget about it.
Oh dear, it must have been bad. I mean, of course it was. I know I would have been terrified. Sorry. Well, anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
Are you sure everything is all right with your uncle?
Oh, yes. He travels for work, always busy. I'm sure he just wrote it in a rush. Nothing to worry about.
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
Of course. And good luck.
Okej. To w takim razie zakręćmy globusem i pogadajmy z Arturem.
You don't need to be frightened, little cat.
Jaki kotek ładny!
I can't quite reach.
Come on, you went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Have you ever had a pet, Arthur?
No. My mother's a muggle, and as soon as the puffskein that my dad brought home stuck its tongue up her nose, it went right back to the shop.
Nice meeting you, Arthur, and good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Dobra.
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
A ty i tak złapiesz wilka. Mówię ci, 1,000,000%. Dzień dobry, pani wicedyrektor.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Okej. A, wszędzie są zwierzątka.
This way.
Hufflepuff pełną gębą.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
Tam był irytek.
Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
Staram się. To jest mega, że wykorzystali jakby, wiecie, no profesor Weasley, no Weasleyów tutaj. To taki właśnie smaczek dla fanów uniwersum.
Simply cast Revelio on it and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
O! Książka z przepisami z krzatów domowych. Książka, w której ponoć znajduje się niektóre z oryginalnych przepisów Harry'ego Hufflepuff. Zbiór ulubionych przepisów uczniów Hogwartu w ciągu wieków. Niektóre potrawy jak piglowane sterowalne śliwki wymagają nabytego gustu. O, super. Wyzwania przewodnika są jedyną możliwością zdobywania punktu doświadczenia. Okej. Oto twój czarodziejski poziom. Punkty doświadczenia zdobyte w wyzwaniach zwiększają twój poziom i moc. Przewodnik śledzi twoje postępy w wyzwaniach. Wybierz menu wyzwań, by kontynuować. Okej. Pierwsze strony przewodnika. Odkryj rozsiane po świecie strony przewodnika. Okej. Każde wyzwanie ma poziomy. Nagrody specjalne. Od wyglądu masz po istotne modyfikacje, ale super. O kurde, ale czadzior.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
No czekaj, pani dyrektor. Bo tam były rzeczy na dole chyba, czy mi się zdawało. Nie, no dobra, idę za nią. I tak będziemy wracać pewnie do Hufflepuffu, ale tam prawdopodobnie przy pokoju ogólnym, wspólnym właściwie, było chyba właśnie coś do odblokowania. Może się mylę. Nic, zobaczymy.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Okej. O kurde, Hogwart jest podzielony na dwa główne obszary. Po lewej stronie mapy znajdują się kwatery mieszkalne uczniów i nauczycieli, także pokoje wspólne domów, wielka sala. Wielka sala. Okej. Aha. W tym widoku możesz zobaczyć płomienie fiu dostępne w tym regionie. Okej. Biblioteka, powiadasz. Profesor Weasley blokował dla ciebie płomienie fiu w sali głównej. Okej. Tu jesteśmy, tak? Sala główna, podróż. No to sru. Ale będzie odblokowywania, ja cię kręcę. Wszystko zrobimy.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station,
Lumos,
so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
O wiosce Hogsmeade posłucham.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Chcę być w porządku akurat wobec profesor Weasley.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Okej. Cześć, Fig.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Okej. Otwórz mapę. A to nie dziennik misji? Ten symbol przedstawia główne misje. Przechodzenie głównych misji rozwinie fabułę, blokuje nowe funkcje i zapewni punkty doświadczenia. Niektóre misje są zablokowane ze względu na wymagane zaklęcia lub poziomy. W takich przypadkach musi mieć wymagany poziom lub niezbędne zaklęcie. Okej. Śledź misję. Zajęcia zaklęć. Mapa przewodnika. Okay.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Nie wiem jak wy, ale jestem zachwycony. Witaj w Hogwarcie. O rany! Ja chcę się tu wszędzie rozglądać.
Revelio.
A to co? Nie mogę otwierać, nie znam alohomory. Zaczarowany kompas. O kurde, ale jaja. Akio? Nie? Nie mogę. Nie znam Akio. A to ciekawe. 11-17. 21. A to cicheca. Trzeba będzie to rozbrykać wszystko. O kurczę blade, no dobra. Kierujemy tutaj. Tu idziemy. A właśnie. Długo się otwierały strasznie. Widzę cię.
Revelio.
Fontanna z wiwerną. Ta fontanna na dziedzińcu transmutacji ma na szczycie podobiznę wiwerny i służy jako relaksujące miejsce spotkań uczniów. Pomimo plotek prawdopodobnie zapoczątkowanych przez Sir Cadogana, z pewnością nie jest to wiwerna zła, którą rycerz ten niespodziewanie dla siebie pokonał. Okej. Tu było zadanie poboczne. Zdaje się. Na gameplayach przedpremierowych. O, kotek! Głaśnij kota. O, można głaskać kota. Gra roku. No i ekstra.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
O proszę. Ja pierdzielę, o tej grze się mówi w ogóle, że to jest spełnienie marzeń dzieciństwa. Tak recenzenci piszą i nie dziwię się. Okej. Ale czadzior, ja cię kręcę. Biegam po Hogwarcie. Coś pięknego.
142 staircases, and this is where they put me.
Revelio.
Portret Iliusa. Obraz ten przedstawia portret młodego czarodzieja sieroty Iliusa, który ocalił całą wieś przed armią dementorów i czarnoksiężnikiem Rachidianem, rzucając Messiego Patronusa. No proszę. A to było Revelio. Ale to dziwne. To gdzieś tam, okej. Dobra, my musimy iść do góry. Ależ tu będzie zwiedzanie tego wszystkiego. Ja cię kręcę.
Revelio.
Nic ciekawego. Nic się tu nie kryje na pewno przy smoku? Nie. Dobra. Po żądaniu. To idziemy. Tu się dużo odbija dobroci. Tajemnicza szafa. Złowieszczo wygląda. Okej. Czym jesteście wy? Tego nie wiem. Kim jesteś ty? Tego nie wiem.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented Flupath.
Domyślam się. Dzień dobry, ale masz zarąbistą czapkę.
Revelio.
A tu są tańce odstawione. Połamańce. No dobra. To idziemy. Zobaczyć, co też do zaoferowania ma pierwsza lekcja.
Is that all you've got? Well, bad.
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
O, jedziemy. Udało się. Znamy...
Levioso.
Ciekawe, czemu nie jest Wingardium Leviosa, prawda? Przepraszam, Levioson.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
Okay.
Remember, a surprise... Levioso. Now, the basic cast. Well done.
No I dobra.
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Protego! Easy. Stupid Protego. Levioso complicates things.
Ah, okay.
Good form. I know. Lucky. Nothing lucky about it. Levioso can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Ale go załatwiłem. Wybacz, Sebastianie.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Jaki zadowolony nie jestem.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Huh.
All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class...
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Cześć, Sebastianie.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
No w pojedynkach de facto nie mam doświadczenia, nie? Walka na różdżki nie jest mi obca? Jest, na różdżki nie walczyłem jeszcze.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
O proszę.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Ale czadzior.
Till next time.
Jest tu coś ukrytego. Misja zakończona.
You dueled Sebastian.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly. If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Ten pan miał głos, ten chłopczyk właściwie miał głos jak z South Parku, nie? O, rany boskie. No to robi się fajnie.
What are you up to now?
Kolejne zadanie tam. A cóż to ono mówi? Lekcja zaklęć została? Owszem, odblokowano misje poboczne. No proszę, czyli klub pojedynkowy, prawda? Tam będziemy też węszyć, a teraz idziemy robić kolejne zadania, ale muszę się napić kawy po drodze, bo czemu nie? Om nom nom, pycha. Pięknie, o! Impreza. Ja cię kręcę. Ależ to będzie frajda. Ubaw popachy. No, odnajdziemy się tu, moi drodzy, chyba na długie godziny, co?
Revelio.
Żadnej wiedzy? Nie. Szkoda. Ogromna szkoda, dotarliśmy do... Cerberus Maximus. Jeszcze wyżej? A tu jest tyle rzeczy? Ja cię kręcę. To jest chyba Ravenclaw. Skrzydło, prawda? Coś pięknego.
Professor Roman tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us.
O kurczę, tu jest rzeczy.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion.
No właśnie, jak to ogarnąć?
The Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies.
2. Tu brakuje dwóch znaków zapytania. 4. Dobra, czyli zostaje 8. Czyli tu jest 4, 8, 4, czyli... Jednorożec jest 4? Czy to ma sens? Nie mam pojęcia, zobaczymy. Trzeba będzie to rozbrykać.
Enough! You'll get us all detention.
Revelio.
And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't Boot and it wasn't Flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Irytek pełną gębą. Mogę pomóc, kotek? Każdego kota w tej grze będę głaskał. Każdego. Każdy kot, jakiego spotkamy w grze, musi zostać pogłaskany, nawet jeżeli dostaje palpitacji i telepie się w dziwny sposób, liczując się przez tekstury. Nawet wtedy. O kurde, lekcja zajęcia tam. Da się zrobić. Moi drodzy, zwiedzamy Hogwart, jest pięknie. Ja się nie mogę doczekać kolejnego odcinka, mam nadzieję, że wy również. Jeżeli tak, zostawcie kciuka w górę, wspierajcie tę serię i mój kanał. Jedziemy z kolejnym. Subskrybujcie, zostawcie dzwoneczek, wtedy żaden film was nie ominie, a ode mnie w tym odcinku to tyle. Mam nadzieję, że się wam podobało. Pamiętajcie, że moje odcinki powstały dzięki wsparciu patronów z Patronite'a, do którego link znajdziecie na ekranie i poniżej. Ponadto pamiętajcie o kciuku w górę i tym, że odcinki na kanale pojawiają się codziennie o 16 i 19. Śledźcie Facebooka i Instagrama, żeby być na bieżąco, oraz Twitcha, jeżeli chcecie oglądać mnie na żywo prawie codziennie. Tymczasem trzymajcie je ciepło i do miłego usłyszenia.